it's
Yeah.
also just that curiosity and acceptance of, okay, now I see where it came from. Now I get to choose. And I think that's one of the things I also love about IFS is that ability to let ourselves and our parts and all of the things make choices. It's empowering the parts of us and therefore empowering ourselves,
Yeah.
um, to make choices, to figure out what do I want to do next, versus what does society tell me I have to do next, or my
Right.
mom, or um, that. So that's interesting to kind of then, like I said, zoom out at that the big system level and
Mm-hmm.
see how that trickles down to
Right.
those choices.
And also, when you're talking about choice, what came up for me was too that IFS, it really, um, it really focuses and has the intent to get permission and consent, like from our protector. Like just in my last therapy session, my my therapist was like, "Is this part want to know, or is this part open to knowing, you know, who you are now?" And this part said, "No, I'm good." And I had to relay that message. I was just laughing, like, okay, with this one's being, and this one is holding ground, and I understand exactly why it was, and she validated, like, I just appreciate that this one said, no, this is not, we don't feel comfortable doing this right now,
Yep.
and that felt even more invalidating, right? So I think sometimes we just want permission to say no so we can and know that it's going to be validated and respected. And then you're like, oh, okay. All right. Now I'll open up. Okay. I'll see what you're talking about. All right. I'll be more inclined to, right, to lean in because there's so, there's so many times that our voice isn't heard. There's so many times that we have to go through something that we didn't really want to consent. I don't think anybody consented to like capitalism. Nobody consented. We didn't say, yes, we would like to participate in this capitalist society. Yes. No, nobody, nobody did that. And so now we're here and we're just like, okay, now I have all these systems and ideas have been placed upon us. Like you were saying, we are carrying beliefs and burdens that are like decades, centuries old. And it can be overwhelming and even heartbreaking sometimes to think about like we're still here.